The Packers make their way to the desert for what looks like a stellar Thursday night football matchup with the Cardinals to kick off Week 8. Unfortunately, Green Bay will be down Davante Adams and Allen Lazard, both on the COVID, but that opens up opportunities for other sleepers in DFS Valley Palace to step up, and for us to benefit in our FanDuel single game lineup. Here are the key scoring settings to know for FanDuel single gamers. The point total for the MVP is multiplied by 1.5. But he doesn't cost any additional money like the captain and DraftKings showdown contests. FanDuel's default scoring is half-point PPR and 4-point passing TDs, and there are no bonuses for 100-300-yard games like on DraftKings. More FD single game, how to win a FanDuel single game contest. $60,000 budget, need at least one player from each team. MVP, 1.5x points. QB Kyler Murray, Cardinals, $17,000. Murray is 4th overall in FanDuel scoring, and aside from a true dud in Week 5, 13.66 FD points, he has established a 20-point floor and a ceiling in the mid-30s. The scary thing, for opponents and those who aren't invested in him, is Murray hasn't even really started to run yet. He hasn't scored on the ground since Week 3, and has totaled 17 rushing yards over the past 3 games. The Cardinals certainly want to protect their franchise quarterback, but perhaps this is a situation where they ease up on the reins. More TNF. DK lineup. Start M, sit M. MBS injury update flex, QB Aaron Rodgers, Packers, $15,000. Rodgers will not only be without Davante Adams, COVID, the intended target on 33.7% of his passes, but Allen Lazard, COVID, as well. Lazard's absence may seem like small potatoes, but his usage was trending upward and he had scored in 2 straight contests. Still, Rodgers averaged 305 passing yards and 3.5 touchdowns in 2020 when Adams missed a pair of games. And the Packers are 6-0 without their top receiver since 2019. There are still enough weapons at Rodgers' disposal for him to deliver a positive performance. Week 8 DFS lineups, FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo Flex, Aaron Jones, Packers, $12,500. Coming off a game in which he touched the ball just 11 times, Jones should be fresh and ready to handle a full, or expanded, workload. He already flirted with 40 FD points against Detroit in Week 2, so we know the type of ceiling that's in his game. Jones leads the team in touches and will likely be leaned on more heavily this week. He received over 20 opportunities, carries plus targets, per game in 6 contests without Adams. More Week 8 DFS, best stacks, best values, lineup builder flex, Robert Tonyan, Packers, $8,000. Tonyan is 3rd on the team in targets, but he stands to be one of the pass catchers who receives a larger portion of the pie in the passing game this week with so many key receivers sidelined. Tonyan is fresh off a 4,63,1 showing and has a pair of touchdowns on the season. He scored 11 times in 2020, including 3 in 1 game, and he figures to be a prime target when the Packers are looking to punch it in for 6. Flex, W.R. Randall Cobb, Packers, $7,000. Cobb will have the opportunity to show why he was handpicked by Rodgers. His 18 targets rank 5th on the team, but he'll serve as the number 1 wide receiver on Thursday night. Cobb still has some game, demonstrated by his 2 touchdowns and 21.4 FD points against the Steelers in Week 4.